They don't even know. They don't know about. Thank you, appreciate it.
To be here together today and to hear all of the energy in the room. I just absolutely love it. So we are dealing with some technical issues and we've got our ACE team on it working to get it resolved. But in the meantime, we'll just use our imagination as to what would
Right.
up on the screen. Right now, there's a picture of a house with a blue door, a blue house with a yellow door, or a blue house with a yellow door, and say multi-member Rotary. And so what we're gonna do is just our normal meeting stuff. And then we are going to do our guest speaker, Summer, and then we're gonna do the announcements and fellowship at the end of the meeting today. So let's go ahead and start with our Pledge of Allegiance.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
And
Is it fair to all? Will it build goodwill and better friendships? Will it be beneficial to all concerned?
now, where is Dr. Mellicott? Do you feel comfortable conducting us for the song "It's a Grand Old Flag"? Because okay. I'll do my absolute best to conduct us. David shared with me yesterday that his favorite patriotic song is "It's a Grand Old Flag," and it's mine too. So I thought we'd do that again. Plus, it's one of the Reaper songs. So
Let me call up the words here.
perfect.
These for myself.
Okay. I'm so sorry because I know this is not going to be anywhere near correct, but let's start out with "It's a Grand Old Flag." It's
I'm flying and forever peace will you live. You're the apple. For the red light. Why don't keep your eye on the
The other treat I have for you today is that we've got a virtue card being read by David Nichols and a blessing read by David Cowling. So it's the day of the Davids. All right. There you are, sir. Thank you so much.
All right, so the virtue of the day is courage. Courage transforms fear into determination. And it is embracing life fully without holding back, doing what must be done even when it is difficult or risky. When we are tempted to give up, courage supports us to take the next step. It allows us to face adversity with confidence. Courage opens us to new possibilities and gives us the strength to sacrifice for what we love. At times, we need courage to accept the truth and to pick ourselves up after a mistake, ready to make amends and try again. Courage gives me the strength to make this journey with all my heart. The practice of courage. I reach beyond my comfort zone. I welcome new challenges. I do what I know is right regardless of the cost. I face the truth with humility and openness. I don't allow my fears to hold me back. I fully accept life's invitations.
Thank you. And today we have Irish prayer for a lad. You blessed us with friends, laughter, and fun, with rains that are soft and light from the sun. You blessed us with the stars to brighten each night. You've given us help to know wrong from right. You've given us so much. Please, Lord, give us too a heart that is always grateful for you.
Amen. Thank you. That almost had a Dr. Seuss ring to it. It's that. With Sam, It's now before we get into our guest speaker. Thumbs up for yes. Okay, I said, yeah, Summer said yes. Take your time. Okay, so, Dr. Houston was the first to submit an announcement, and he has some show and tell for us today. So, Dr. Houston, I'm excited to hear about what you'd like to share with us.
I've got my picture.
I'm sorry, I can hold these items up really high so everybody can see them if you'd like.
Just kidding. We, Inland Rotary, if you have a project and you provide an opportunity to serve, people show up. And that's happening in my life over and over again. We just bought a very campaign on Monday. And people that showed up were Emily, and Emily right now is in a classroom presenting for Rotary of Austin Prairie. Dick Peterson came, a retired forester who I worked with on a farm. Steve Todd, the Trees of the Mars, the Soil and Water were there. Katie Henrich, with our Rotary person here, Aaron Cole, and Pat Johnson. We had a lot of collaboration. We planted 360 plants in about an hour and a half. And each one of them looked like this. And so, in addition to planting them, we have labels for all of the cooperators that were involved in this project. Donahue's, Soil and Water, Rotary, and Twilight Sport. So this will go into 350 homes this week. The other representatives are Trees of the Mars and Steve Todd, and they're up and ready to go. And so a lot of people did a lot of work, and it's pretty exciting. Reese will be at Jefferson tomorrow, and Kristen from the paper is going with him, and I think a lot of article in the paper. Nick Jurens, who is the principal at Jefferson, translated this document that Teresa created in both Somali and Hispanic. All the children there will be able to take plant hole and the description of the plant and the importance of the plant into their own home. And that's going to, like I said, in the other two homes. So they were all wrong. Okay.
Love that. Now, I know David had like about 30 announcements there. Summer, that will buy you some more time. There you go.
All right, let's talk about service. We have a lot of fun things that are coming up right now. There will be a blood drive on Monday, hosted at 4th Avenue United Methodist Church. There are still some, I'm sorry, Tuesday. It's Tuesday, the 9th. I have some other things on Monday going on too. Still places to sign up and get to know fellow Rotarians. We are scheduled to do our highway cleanup for the spring. So spring cleaning. And not only the highway, but we're going to tag team Truckers Creek at the same time. That'll be May 20th, 10:30 in the morning. And along with spring cleaning and start of summer comes parades. I do not have a sign up for the parades quite yet, but we will be in the Memorial Day parade, which is on Memorial Day, and then also the Heritage Day parade, June 17th. So check your calendars. You'll be seeing some more announcements about that. Lastly, this upcoming year, during Laura's presidency, the district governor for our area is putting together a district-wide campaign and a district-wide service project. It's going to basically be collecting lithium batteries to help reuse those materials. It's something that I think is going to be a great little program, and we will participate in it. And they are looking from the district level just to have some people kind of direct this project and get it off the ground. So I just wanted to lend that out to anybody that might be highly interested in this to be on that directional team for the district. So if you're interested, let me know and I'll connect you to Tricia. I will start the sign up sheet in the back here and we'll run it around. Thank you for your time.
Thank you so much. And let's see here, I was going to talk about the mentorship program. Here you are. Thank you so much. Kurt, I did want to take a minute and talk about our mentorship program for membership. So if you are in the membership or you're in the mentorship program right now, or if you would like to become a mentor at some point in time, now this is what we're looking for. We're looking for connection and we're looking for a great experience for our new members. Whenever you join a club, Mr. Wickstrom. Awesome. It's so easy. I think my time is done. Awesome. Okay, so connection experience are the things that we're really looking for. And so as we engage, we've had so many new members over the past year or two, and then obviously we're going to have new members because this is a great place to be. So with the mentorship program, we're looking to connect with new members weekly, keep them engaged. We're looking to provide introductions to other members in meetings like this, so sitting at different tables and learning to connect with others is a big thing as well. And then having somebody join a team is really important. As Dr. Nixon has said, no matter if it's former community or it's any one of the amazing things that David just mentioned, the engagement piece is a thing that really gets people involved and becomes a part of us. So that's what we're looking for. So we're looking for a revitalization of our mentorship program. So for those like myself that are currently mentors, revitalize that, and then coming forward, we're looking for new members to join in and join the mentorship program as well. Thank you.
Thank you very much. And the last announcement was submitted by Dr. Martha Brown.
This announcement comes with a lot of thanks to Kurt and Natalie and Chad. I don't know if Chad's here, for really helping to keep the art and music and theater scholarship program at Faribault High School going. So big thanks. And if you're on the charitable giving committee, we kind of railroaded that by you. So thank you for approving funds. Because I didn't know that I had to submit things, and I'm learning as I go with this program. But I'm happy to announce, the announcement is that we have 3 students nominated for the Arts Scholarship, the Visual Arts Scholarship. And that award is $500 given to them after they complete their first semester in arts, trade school or college. We have 3 kids going off to these programs, and hopefully we'll be writing those checks next fall if they complete their first semester. We also have students nominated from chorus, orchestra, theater, and all around to receive the music and theater scholarships. And that is up to $500 that's reimbursed to them after they invest in bettering themselves. And it could be buying or renting instruments, or going to an arts camp, or fees associated with some of the local community orchestras, or acting lessons and voice lessons and music lessons, however it is they choose to spend it. So we are very proud that we continue this program, and thanks to all of you for supporting that. And super honored that on May 10th and May 17th, we'll we'll be giving those notifications to the students at Faribault High School. And I think there may be some talk about how to expand this to other schools, so there would be opportunities if you're interested and you have relationships at some of the other high schools, like Bethel and Shattuck. It's just stepping into that line of school. I can't do more than Faribault High School, so that's could be the future of the program as well.
Thank you so much. Thank you. It makes me smile so much to think about how this happened, where there was this need for these programs. And Martha was such a perfect fit, right? With her love and passion of music and how closely she works with the art, and how she is so good at putting together procedures so that in the future, people don't have to reinvent the wheel or say, I think this is the way they did it. So if anyone is interested in helping to expand this program to other schools, she'll have a playbook that you can refer to, which makes life so easy, because we know how things go and we keep everything just up in our mind, right? So I am very grateful for your service. Thank you so much. All right, so I just checked in with Summer quick, and she told me that she put together an absolutely incredible slide deck that you don't want to miss. So what we're gonna do is we are going to wait. I filled it up a bit. We're gonna wait a bit to do her presentation, and we're gonna move into fellowship. So George, would you be willing to kick off our fellowship for us? Today, yeah. Okay. We've decided to move it to the speaker because of our technology issues, so if you're willing to go now, that would be wonderful. If not, I can tell a story or something because of that. Oh, Eric's got an announcement.
Here you go, George. You'll have it in no time. I'll give you it in no time. So today we're kicking off the Rotary raffle. I'm sure Marie Hansen has spoken about this. I haven't been here for several weeks or a month, 2 months, tax season, but we're asking each member of the club to sell 15 tickets. The cost of the tickets is $20. This is one of our biggest fundraisers for our club annually. So the tickets are $20 a piece. There's about $60 worth of coupons on the back of each ticket for anybody that purchases one. And the drawing is on June 28th. We have multiple prizes. I think there's 15 prizes this year, all cash prizes. So please stop and see me before you leave the meeting today to pick up your 15. And if you want more than 15, you can certainly take more. We have some members that sell 20, 30, 40. In fact, I think Grant Wilson probably sells 100 tickets every year. So please pick up your 15 before you leave. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Eric. Okay, George, here you go.
Okay, let me just start this off. We as Rotarians are blessed beyond what we really understand. We are a service club. How many people in the world are exposed to the four-way test? Service to ourselves. All of us are. How many of us relative to the rest of the world? We are blessed, and then also the opportunity to when you listen to come.
Oh, I'll get it for you.
It's just an opportunity, not a problem. Maybe you can just follow along with me.
I'd be happy to.
Yeah, because we have a guy like you going on. Anybody here that's the plastics that often come very slow. We don't want to interrupt with a speaker.
I have a couple of dollars, service again, Abraham, joined me at South Central College on Thursday night and our own run. We had to put together a program to inform some of the parents and students about the opportunity at South Central College. So now we're on. And in addition to that, service again. I'm going to do a prairie burn on Friday. I contacted 6 people. They said, sure, we'll be there. And one of them is our own Rotarian right over there in beautiful Burns, Faribault. So good. Thank you. Look forward to getting a water tap on your back on Friday. And if anybody wants to see a big blaze and just observe, we got enough helpers. Come on out about 1 o'clock. They're awesome. Our coffee cart is now live across those buildings, so show 7-1, 5 days a week, all of the days, you can get my fine coffee all week long now.
And good, and we'll get us in for that thing. Can you give us an eye view? I don't have any.
Right, again, talking about safe summer kickoff, that day at school, June 1st, next day meeting at Alex Summer Park. At this point, I think it's becoming a big deal, so if you're not in the know about what's going on, make sure you're looking up on the flyer, but basically, with the funds that we were donated and everything that's given to the police department and also the budget was already there, we have free food, free t-shirt, and we're gonna give away 100 bikes to kids.
Wow.
At the park, so that's gonna be a big thing, and it's gonna be just tons of fun, drones, SWAT officers, armored vehicles, it's a big stuff for everybody to see. I hope everybody can come up, free charge, there's no worry about bringing money or anything like that, and not even gonna have a donation flag out there. We're gonna have food.
I'm trying to get through an opinion, and I haven't got a response from you yet, but I'm still working on it. Anybody else? That's big. Very well. Anybody else? Say something about that?
Yes. I put
Well, I know you're all anxious over updates on climate warming, and I'd like to start it off with
Hey,
a mantra.
forgive me, put it close to your mouth, we're not hearing.
Okay, now.
That's much better, thank you.
I won't have the other now, part, but. I think
It's not.
if we program needed a mantra. A mantra that I would focus was the carbon free by 2050. So let's all do that.
Carbon free by 2050.
We'll do that every time we open up. I want you to imagine a large size pizza. And right in the center of it, you know where that is, in plastic. Gotta get the microphone. And cut out a piece of pizza about 18 to 20% of the entire pizza. And that is the amount of carbon dioxide was contributed by agriculture and by our homes, places we live, restaurants. Now you can make 3 remaining triangles, and all of those would be about 26% or so a piece. And that is a major part of our carbon that comes from, and that is done by industry. I'll have to refer to my notes because I really.
And just a quick note while you're reviewing your notes is that they're gonna try and restart the system for us so that we can get into the computer and see the absolutely phenomenal that someone works so hard on. But when that happens, the microphones will cut out, so we'll really have to talk loud so that everyone can hear and try and keep our background noise down to a minimum.
So you want me to hurry up?
Sure.
So those big 3 things are industry, transportation, and energy. And those are contributing somewhat about 80% to global warming. The last 2 items are what can we do? What can we do ourselves? There are many things we can do. One, all of us have alma maters. Contact the colleges, the trade schools, the university, your high school, and ask them if they were doing anything about having the school or their organization becoming carbon free. And that's something we could do today. The other thing we could do, a little bit involves Rotary, and that is organizing your neighborhood, people in your neighborhood that could get together to have a neighborhood group, maybe sponsored by Rotary, that would go around and help people reduce carbon emissions for their own home, the big SUVs they drive. Sorry, Larry. So be prepared for. Thank you for listening.
Okay, we've got 5 more minutes. Anything else? Anybody else? Didn't raise the sign up here. A quick announcement, personal announcement, and a lot of you guys already know, or somebody spilled the beans for others. But I took on another job. I'm still continuing bus driving, school buses. But I'm not gonna do any summer school whatsoever, because I'm gonna take over from John DeVore as the Rice County Fair Manager. Well, keep this in mind, the next few days, I'm meeting with the secretary to work on our sponsorship program, because it's very expensive. It is really very expensive to run a fair. So during the year, you may have seen, we have RV stores, we have 6 Mexican rodeos, we get a truck driving school using the back lot. All that money comes in to help sponsor the fair, but we really depend on local business and organizations as well. So, but thank you. Anyone else? Okay. Here we go.
I'm just happy for the weather. That's
Very
all.
good. Me too. Eric, you want
I don't need it, George.
to? Okay.
I'm just happy to be back from a long tax season. I haven't been here for a couple months, so I'm throwing in $20 trying to catch up on my happy dollars. So it's great to see everybody's faces. Again, please see me about the raffle tickets, and if you have questions, I'm happy to answer any questions you have.
Anyone else?
Yep. So I'd like to introduce my guest. This is Lori Jo Markman. For those of you that don't know her, she is the wife of our bank president, Airlines Bank, since Todd's wife. And Lori Jo had sent me an email, they're wanting to thank us for the generous Rotary gift to FEEP, which is Falcon Educational Enrichment Program. We donated $5,000 to them. So I wanted to introduce to you Lori Jo and let her tell you real quick about a program that we helped, and we're so thankful for those donations we're able to give.
Thank you for having me, Brenda, and all of you. You all know my husband, but you don't know me because I don't work in town. Anyway, the Falcon Enrichment Program, I like to think of as kind of an educational booster. Our teachers in town here are very strapped with what the district can provide. And so we provide them an opportunity to have grant requests. And so they request anything from broadcasting equipment, which we provided funds for a green screen up at Roosevelt School, so they can do their school news in a much better way. For the students, we've provided seat sacks for the back of students' chairs to organize their things in the elementary school. I think we've had to date like 46 different projects we have funded. So yeah, so thank you very much for the funds that we got from Rotary. We are really in our beginning stages. We began right at the beginning of COVID, and so we're kind of slow to start, but the grants are not slow to start. They've been catching on, and we're running out of money, so we're always looking for ways to raise money. Thank you for having me, and thanks for all you do.
They say hold it close to your mouth. Okay. Hold it close to my desk. I'm happy to be back from my extended winter hiatus in my little sunny spots over the border. Where Wednesdays have turned into discount golf days with my Canadian friends. And was happy to come back and see old faces and new faces. And my face hanging on a banner in front of the government center. I want to thank the Rotary Club for that and the Elks Club for putting that program together. And I'm happy to be back, and it feels like salt of the border.
I'm really happy you were very short and sweet. Thank you.
This corner. Taking money for everybody to get some of that. Okay, last but not least. I think Pastor Mark has something. Pastor Mark.
$2, one, because I got to hold the door for Eric Craig today coming in. That's not great. And then, just wanted to mention that, tomorrow, Thursday is the, National Day of Prayer. So those that are, praying people, just encourage you to take some time to pray. Let you know, we do have a gathering that's happening at the courthouse. Several churches just gather together every year to just spend from noon to 1, just praying for our community, praying for our schools, praying for our government, for our leaders, for our families. And so everyone's welcome to join us for that out, and it's at noon at the courthouse.
Does everybody have a chance to give a prayer? Mark?
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Okay, very good.
Just again, thankful for the wonderful weather and no mosquitoes.
Pastor Greg.
Yes. Hey, I'm back after several weeks of not being with you. And just want to report on a couple of things. Rebecca and I had a wonderful trip to the Holy Land, and it was just a great life-changing experience. Hope to be able to share that with you at another time. When I got here this morning, I was greeted warmly and by so many people, particularly Ibrahim, and I'm practicing the pronunciation of his name, greeted me so warmly. So thank you so much for that. It's a wonderful club to be a part of. And I know there's one third thing that I wanted to say, but oh yes, Rebecca was asked to sort of recruit some young people to go to the Rotary Youth Leadership Camp. And she was able to find 2 young people in our community to do that. And both of them had really great experiences. And one of the young men was from my church, who reported to his other confirmation students last Wednesday about how wonderful it was. And he's kind of a shy kid and just came out of his shell and was really enthused about what he experienced at the camp. So anyway, thank you, Rotary, for providing that opportunity.
Thank you. Greg.
I have a happy dollar for Peter's bike. That just made my day, and gave me guaranteed like feeling that spring and summer is here. So thank you for writing that.
You got one too.
So I just wanted to share something we do in our church at worship. After the sermon, we do a noisy offering. And it serves several purposes. It lets kids get up and make noise, which is 2 things they're not allowed to do in church, but they get to do it a lot. And they get to throw change in a big jar. And all that money goes to charity. And this month's charity is Rotary's Polio Fund.
Oh, great.
My daughter will be raiding couch cushions and my purse and throwing it. I'll think of you guys.
I've got a little money here also. I would like to give my humble and just apologies to somebody. If I was one of the people that talked too long, the meetings was scheduled to have a classification. So we're looking forward to the first day. Right.
All right, thank you so much. That's a lot of great fellowship to share. And we've had our tech team working so hard on this issue, but unfortunately we can't quite get it resolved today. So I asked Summer what she'd like to do, because remember, she has a PhD in PowerPoint creation. But I said, do you want to do the presentation without the slides, or do you want to reschedule, which breaks my heart to even have to throw that out there. She said that there are quite a few photos on the slides, so she said, why don't we take it to a vote to the club and hear what you'd like? Would you like Summer to present today without the slides or reschedule? So if you'd like Summer to present without the slides, raise your hand. Okay.
You want the
I
PhD.
think that's a pretty clear cut vote, so I'm sorry, Summer, we'll need to reschedule you. Thank you so much for being understanding.
Okay, so I have 5 kids and I really, really want to show you a picture of them. So I am totally okay with rescheduling. The only thing is since the last time I have added slides. So hopefully it doesn't get longer. Reschedule again. Push it 30 minutes.
We're gonna do a Monty Hall and we'll say, let's make a deal when it's your time to present, we'll hold fellowship that day, so that you'll have extended time to present and you won't have.
There you go.
Yeah. Maybe I'll bring my projector.
Oh.
And
Awesome, thank you so much, Summer, you're the best.
We've done a long presentation, and I think it's going to be a lot of interest. What is the department today that give us an overview of what's coming up next, right? I would like to bring up.
Awesome, thank you so much.
No.
Thank you, George. So I am so grateful for our technology team, but I personally feel that it would be best to give Summer plenty of time to do her presentation all in one shot. I think that would be best for everybody. Right? It's like, show my pictures. Okay, that's for you. Thank you so much. I've got the data. So let's do our technically from the. Wizardry, magic, I don't know how it all works, but it does. Okay, so Dr. Houston submitted some wonderful pictures that I'm gonna share with you. So here's the pictures of the volunteers with the plants. Do you wanna talk about the photos? There you go, sir.
Yeah, that was our planting crew. We went out to Fairground and we put up 360 slabs in pots and put labels on in about an hour and a half. Where? Out there, in the cultivation zone. And so, Emily took all her rest of the others to take theirs up, as they go to slabs. And I think all the slabs can be done this week. So, really good people working on that. And so, you can see the plants down below, what they look like the one that I have here. And so, great project, great people, great for Rotary, great for the environment. Thank you.
Thank you, really appreciate that. I'm glad we could share those photos. Natalie just reminded me about something. I'll put a couple bucks in next week for this. So yesterday I stopped by Natalie's house and I said, I just got pulled over. And she goes, oh, really? Because I got pulled over yesterday. Maybe it was the same guy. And we think it was. So I was driving down Highway 60 through town and I was over by McDonald's and a squad car pulled in behind me and then flipped on the lights about the time I got from the police station. So I pulled over and very professional young man came up to my window and said that he pulled me over because I had a license plate frame that had kind of a smoked cover over the license plate that caused it to be difficult to read the letters on the plate. And that was illegal. So I was able to give my information and he let me out with a warning. very professional, courteous. And so then Natalie had said that she got pulled over for speeding. And she was a block from her house and also got a warning because she's an upstanding citizen. I think she said she knew Brandon and then free cards. So
Did you properly announce? There's a lot of signs out there that are trying to go either way. It could work. That probably would not work for everybody, but
I told that story to Brandon and he shared that the officer is Faribault native. So would you like to just share a little bit about him?
Yes, so, well, he described him, and I think I agree with this, it's Nolan Pickle is his name. He's a new officer, been on the department, right at that, just that kind of training stage. So, the law enforcement officers, a lot of times do is they'll try to like get experience having contact with citizens by stopping people with violations like and stuff and things like that. So I'm pleased to see it. Well, I have a microphone. Wanted to honor Anya Holmquist. Am I saying it right? Okay, all right. So this is a cool story. If you guys haven't heard it, we'll just take a second to tell it. But we came to the police department April 14th in the Santa Clara. It was for a tour. And they asked me if they could come for a tour, and Carrie Ann actually said, yeah, absolutely. We love doing that, so that's great. They kind of show people what we do, the departments involved in. We're really pleased to have the department that we have. It's a really nice building, really nice facility. The city takes very care of us, supporting us in our mission and our facility. So when they came in, I did the tour. And of course, everybody knows that I can talk. So I was talking about the 5 officers that passed away in the 1800s. There's 3 officers that were killed by the Navy, and they all have these really like unique stories, like about how they died. And a guy named Frank Miller actually studied the police department through the archives at the library, and he wrote stories on all of their deaths, like how they passed. And each one of them had really interesting stories. But one of them we talk about frequently involved Jesse James and Robert. That was an officer who was shot in Faribault by another Faribault guard who was guarding the jail where the younger gang was actually jailed. There was another officer that was died of rabies. He just got bit by a dog. It was captured and was by the other dogs. And the third story is kind of the one of the more in-depth ones. It involves our police chief at the time back in the 1800s, who was summoned downtown by a boy, it says, because there's no phones, there's radio or anything to contact him, who wanted him to go arrest a man who said he was going to shoot his wife. So he went down to try and arrest the guy who was going to play, and when he did that, there was a struggle, and the guy had a gun, and he ended up shooting the chief, and he shot him in the side, and there was kind of out, and then the guy ran off, and he went and hid, and he was hiding, it says Hayward, and there was a team of vigilantes who were really upset about the police chief getting shot, that were able to find this guy. And so they actually went out to the house to try and find him, and they couldn't find him. So they went to the barn, and they couldn't find him in the barn. So pretty cool when you know all this information. But so the guy was actually in a cave bin up top, hiding in hay, and they saw a suspicious mound of hay, is what it says. So one of the people who was in the group decided they were going to take a pitchfork and see if there's anything in the hay. And guess what there was? It said that he immediately surrendered once he was with the. I just like sharing this story because that was kind of. Back to Anya. So Anya, here's the story, and from my words, I don't understand this. And she says, we have an officer who died in line to be serving our community. I don't honor. And so what we kind of do, they're on the wall in Washington D.C. We do a couple of things too. Why don't we put banners for them? We hang out throughout the community. I said that's a really good idea. Nobody's ever thought of it. So she actually filled out an application and then she gave it to us. And then she said, well, I don't know exactly how we're going to pay for it because it's like $180 a banner or something like that. And so our police benefit association was made up of law enforcement officers from the police department, separate from the city. It's just the officers association themselves paid for it. We submitted the application and she came in and she was interviewed by FCTV about her idea and what she came up with. And she's kind of a little strict. Not sure.
Once the banners go up, which should be done just before Memorial Day, every banner also has a web page
And many of them just has the name and some information, but the stories will be published there. You can read the details.
Thank you all so much. Okay, so we're gonna end today with a dad joke.
Yeah.
Dad's gonna share a joke about cows. But I didn't want to know it. Dr. Houston, if you can imagine. So, oh, I'm sorry, Dr. Houston, that's my mistake. All right, so with that being said, seems like a good time for me to exit quickly.
Leaving my own. You know, I'm going over here. I'm not lying. I'm just going to. I was like, yeah, probably too. I'll say